Molineux is the venue for only the second-ever Christmas Eve Premier League fixture on Sunday lunchtime as Wolverhampton Wanderers and Chelsea butt heads in the West Midlands. In their most recent top-flight affair, Gary O'Neill's team was crushed 3-0 by West Ham United, while the Blues returned to top-flight duty after progressing to the FA Cup semi-finals. Some Wolves fans may have purchased their tickets for last week's trip to West Ham under the guise of watching a closely fought top-flight clash, but the sad travelling supporters had, in fact, taken front-row seats for the Lucas Paqueta show at the London Stadium. The brilliant Brazilian became just the second Seleção player to register 3 assists in one Premier League game, joining Roberto Firmino in that exclusive two-man club, as he set up 2 first-half efforts for Mohamed Kudus before also teeing up Jared Bowen to put the result beyond any doubt. An erstwhile West Ham man during his playing heyday, O'Neill was left to rue his side's disastrous decision-making, as they were caught cold 3 times for the Irons' trio of goals and failed to convert 56% possession 14 shots, one more than the Europa Conference League winners, into anything worthwhile. A 4th successive away defeat leaves Wolves in 13th place in the table heading into the final batch of pre-Christmas fixtures, and even though results going against them on Saturday could plunge them closer to the demotion zone, they have a 10-point cushion against Luton Town at this juncture. Amid their perennial problems on the road, Wolves have not lost their bite on Molineux soil. Going unbeaten in each of their last 6 Premier League home games, defeating Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur in that time, and the hosts are also on a 15-game scoring streak in front of their fans. Before talk of a revamped European Super League reared its ugly head again, Chelsea, who represent one of several teams to have denounced the project, took another giant leap towards an elusive slice of domestic glory on Tuesday, when a decimated Newcastle made the trip south for the EFL Cup quarter-finals. Callum Wilson's barnstorming solo run and finish would be the difference. Still, Michailo Mudryk capitalized on a blunder from Trippier to force penalties, in which the Newcastle right-back fluffed his lines before Petrovic palmed Matt Ritchie's effort to safety, thus setting up a 2-legged semi-final showdown with Middlesbrough. Still waiting for his inaugural team honour in English football, Mauricio Pochettino is helping to rebuild the walls of Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea also strolled past Sheffield United 2-0 last weekend, and the 10th-placed Blues lie smack-bang in the middle of the rankings as a result. However, after claiming 3 successive away wins between October and November, the visitors have now been beaten in each of their last 3 top-flight contests on the road to Newcastle United, Manchester United, and Everton, but not since December 2000, a streak of 5, have they lost 4 in a row away from home. The Blues ended that miserable sequence with a Christmas Day draw away to Ipswich Town that year, but April's trip to Molineux was not very merry for the returning Frank Lampard. As Chelsea succumbed to a 1-0 defeat to leave them winless on Wolves' ground since 2019. Chelsea is in 10th place in the Premier League standings and has not been at its best this season. In their previous game, the Blues defeated Newcastle United on penalties in the EFL Cup and will look to take it up a notch this weekend. On the other hand, Wolverhampton Wanderers are in 13th place in the league table and have been inconsistent this season. The home side slumped to a 3-0 defeat at the hands of West Ham United last week and will need to work hard to bounce back in this fixture. Head-to-head and key statistics, Chelsea have an excellent historical record against Wolverhampton Wanderers and have won 44 out of the 115 matches between the two teams, as opposed to Wolverhampton Wanderers' 41 victories. Wolverhampton Wanderers secured a 1-0 victory in their previous game against Chelsea in the Premier League in April this year and have not won consecutive such games against the Blues since 1975. Since a 5-2 victory at the Molineux Stadium in 2019, Chelsea are winless in their last 3 matches away from home against Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Premier League. This is only the second match to be scheduled on Christmas Eve in the history of the Premier League, with the only other such game taking place between Leeds United and Manchester United in 1995. Wolverhampton Wanderers have found the back of the net in their last 15 Premier League home games. Wolves are seldom kept at bay at Molineux. And O'Neill's men ought to feel confident of prolonging their scoring streak against a Chelsea side who cannot bolt the back door shut away from Stamford Bridge. Raheem Sterling and Cole Palmer must step up to the plate in this fixture. However, the hosts' performance against West Ham was highly alarming, and even with Chelsea battling midweek fatigue, the Blues' recent injection of the added threat of Nkunku should be enough to propel them to all 3 points.